Once I get all right, so we're live now. So yeah, we're live right now, y'all. We're just trying. If y'all are here, y'all can see us. We don't know yet. We're having some issues today with YouTube. They are not. Oh, I'm up and we're rolling. So that's great. All right. So hey, we're moving right now. We're just waiting for trying to get everything back up and running. Hey Kev, can you send Tmark the link? So I'm gonna fill in right now and try to get this. YouTube is doing its own damn thing today. I don't have any idea. We got Baltimore in the house.
I'm back.
Yes. So as soon as we get Tmark, we're gonna start the show just like it's supposed to start. Just enjoy this weird thing that happens because of live YouTube television. All right. So he ain't got nothing yet. So
hold on.
I just sent it to him.
All right.
You shot him the direct link?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So once we get Tmark in here, and even if he's, what was that name he was under? We'll start back over.
Danielle.
Yeah. Even if he's Danielle, then he'll be Danielle for this. And,
At first, I thought you were talking about Lister. I was like, damn, you got an alias? What you be doing at 2 o'clock in the morning, dog?
I'll be on the message boards, yo. Hey.
Here we go.
All right.
All right. So we are up and we are live and we are actually playing. So everything is good. So I'm going to turn this over to Molly Mall. Let's try this again.
Hi, Jamal.
All right. So everybody, thanks for the patience. We were kicking it with Tmark, and I'm going to go back to some of the other questions just because I know some of the audio was messed up and whatnot, and I don't want to shortchange anybody. We were talking about the number in the collection, and obviously that's such a huge phenomenon in our culture. Every time I go live, I just went live on IG. They want to know how much you have in the collection and whatnot. I always say I don't know, primarily because it's plausible deniability. If I say I don't know, if I don't count, then I got to tell the wife, and everything is good. We Gucci.
It's just better when you don't know the number, though. It's just.
I'm gonna tell you something. So, in Tmark, you were kind of seeing me. You were doing the same thing when we were going getting the clear cases.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That kind of made me self-realize
that's bad.
How many sneakers I really had to the point where I didn't even want to finish it.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I should just sell this stuff. Like I was looking around like, damn, maybe I shouldn't even.
Yeah, when it's in boxes,
continue this. Maybe I should just get rid of it.
When it's in boxes, it's like hiding from you. Like when you put them in a clear bins, it's like, oh my god.
Right.
But it's like once you start, it just looks so much better.
Oh yeah, the look is clean. It's much better than playing sneaker Jenga. I can't tell you how many walls I scuffed with shoe boxes falling. How many times I got cracked in the head because I thought I was good and I left and think. But right on cue. So you were saying collection wise, you're starting to downsize a little bit. I'm gonna let you kind of go into that again just to make sure everyone's on the same page.
It's just not. It's just becoming too many. Like you were saying, it's just becoming too many. It's not. I'm not losing the love. I'm not selling my whole collection like a lot of people that I'm hearing, which I haven't seen yet. But I'm not doing that. But I'm downsizing certain things. I feel like I probably outgrew it, maybe by half a size or something like that. So
it's working well for me.
You guys are good. All right, great.
I'm saying Tmark outgrowing something is working out well for me. I'm just saying.
Well, Dan, I gotta tell you, man, I saw the post and I was like, I should just scoop those up, and I was like, nah, I don't need those. I said, let me hit Dan.
Which one? For the all sevens.
Well, first I opened them the Entourage and the 7th that you just threw them, the All Stars.
Okay.
I was looking at those too because I hit you up. I was like, yeah, because I knew he was gonna be interested. He's trying to get his LeBron collection up. So no better person if you're gonna be getting rid of them. No better.
Yeah,
person.
Once he told me that, I'm like, yeah, it's more. If you more.
Yeah, you just gotta wait a couple more visits to the storage.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good.
Yeah, so I mean listen, Dan, be careful. I'm gonna warn you because that's how my collection kind of got spun out of control. I just went crazy on the IDs, crazy on the Kobe's. The next thing you know, I'm sitting here engulfed by sneakers, which isn't a terrible thing, but pretty soon you're going to be talking about, I don't know how many pair I have. Dan, how many pair do you have?
217.
Yeah, see, pretty soon you keep messing around, you're not going to be able to, realistically not going to be able to say You're still the manager one of
FBI.
remember way back when I was there.
Way back when. That's
Way back when. So now, just kind of piggybacking off of that, give us a little bit more about the mantra. And I know you kind of covered it, but just so everyone understands, your trademark there, the quality over quantity. I want to make sure that people understand that.
Oh, when I say that, it's just I feel like I'd rather have 20 pairs or 30 pairs or how many pairs that I feel like is very, very valuable to me or very sentimental to me than having 100 pairs of nonsense. Like, I just felt like it's getting out of control. It was shoes I would just buy just to buy, just to have, like citrus Jordan 9s and like that. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get rid of this stuff, man. I'm not gonna wear this. I really didn't like it. I just got it just to get it. And I think me buying stuff, I was just buying stuff just because I had to fill that void for the week. Like, oh yeah, I ain't getting nothing in a week. Let me just get these.
You get the itch.
Yeah.
That shit is real.
That's
like
it.
Real.
Yeah, and it's just like I had to outgrow it, man. I mean, I just had to outgrow it. Mind you, I go back and get stuff. Like, if it's something older than I want, I would do that. But I would rather get something older that I want than me spending money on all of this stuff that I really don't really care for. Like, all of this stuff that's coming out, like, I'm not gonna go crazy with certain models. Like the LeBron 13, I didn't really care for that much. It was cool.
LeBron ain't care for those.
Exactly. Like certain shoes, like it's not the same feel, it's not the same love when I used to go out and go get South Beach 8s and Christmas 8s and stuff like that. So the feeling is different because now they're just trying to basically make sure that the athlete's good with the shoes performance-wise. It's not where like look and shoe. And I sit down with them and I tell them like, listen, I never heard nobody say the LeBron 7 was a bad shoe to hooping.
Nah.
Or the 8.
8s might be one of my favorite LeBrons.
That's what I'm saying. So like I never heard anybody say that those older models was bad shoes to hooping. So the technology, it wasn't as advanced now, but they wasn't bad shoes to play in. So, I mean, now it's just more about tech, and they've fallen away from the actual look. Everybody doesn't play basketball anymore.
Right.
So what happens to the people that don't play basketball but just wants to buy it because they like LeBron and they want to wear them?
This guy.
Yeah.
No, but you go back there. You feel me?
Yeah.
You're going back.
Right, I'm having to go back the other way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go into that era where it was exciting. Like those shoes had, like, it was certain colorways, it was certain meanings behind the shoe. There was a storyline behind the shoe. Now, like, they'll be like, "Oh, LeBron Black Ice," or whatever the color is, and this is
whatever
Black Ice. All right.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
What's the story behind that? There's no story behind it.
It's a colorway that they drop the
Well,
whole
it's funny
Nike
because
basketball.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's got the same colorway.
Exactly.
No, it's funny because everyone knows. Like, I'm not a huge LeBron fan like that. Primarily because of the decision that kind of ruined.
So my
opinion.
My question to you is: was you a LeBron fan before that?
I was a supporter, not a fan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a Knicks fan. But anyone who said that they weren't following LeBron out of high school, especially for me, I mean, because that's my age group right there.
Yeah, because growing up,
Melo.
Yeah, growing up, like Kimba used to love Melo, and I used to love LeBron. And LeBron actually played against my brother in the IS-8 in Queens. And ever since that day, I was a LeBron fan in high school. I don't know why. I just gravitated, and I was like, "Yo, this kid, he's nice." Like,
right. And I think just the allure, because I mean, there was a lot of skepticism as well with LeBron coming out of high school. Can he shoot? You know, is he the second coming? Is he going to be Mike, et cetera, et cetera? So the storyline behind that was great. You know, he basically took a nothing team and took him to, you know, top seed in the Eastern Conference every single year. And then the whole decision, he dipped out. He went to Miami, not New York. So
So if he would have came to
couldn't
New
ride
York,
with the
things would have been better, though? I don't get it.
Hypocritically, yeah. Selfishly, yeah. I would have loved them. I get it. I get why Heat fans, you know, why they're absolutely infatuated. I don't like the sheer amount of like bandwagon fans that just completely, like a whole nation just became Heat fan.
Yeah.
And for me, I just despise them.
I mean, LeBron could go to the 76ers, and I guess I'm a Sixers fan for the moment. And
Listen, I get it. If Kobe would have went anywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not like I don't like Kobe anymore. Like, you gotta support your favorite player.
Yeah, listen, they're calling me a hater in the chat, and I mean it's true. It's very true. I'm very self-aware.
That you a hater on what? Who, LeBron?
Yeah, but I got mixed feelings now. Obviously, you see me on a day-to-day. I got this internal conflict with the whole, you know, Kyrie LeBron dynamic, and the Cavs and Curry. The Warriors and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But,
you like
playing both sides of the fence, man. You can't have the best of both worlds.
But like, what am I supposed to do? But like, I was riding with Curtis Davison,
but you're a Golden State Warriors fan. You're a Curry fan.
I'm a Curry fan. Yes.
All right. I mean, that's cool.
One of the few. Listen, I'm looking about 100 pairs of Currys, and I don't know if Curry got 100 pair of Currys.
But that's the thing. Like, you support it. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't like nobody else, but
no, I know it's true. But finals time, like, I look forward to it, but it's difficult all the same.
Yeah.
Now I did see, and somebody snuck it in. I'm gonna go back up to the comments here. They asked about the Kyrie collection. And they asked who had a better collection, you or me?
You. Of course,
and I'm gonna get out. No.
Of course.
I was just in the crazy shoe game. No.
Listen.
No.
I'm not in competition with anybody with collections or certain shoes and everything, but you, hands down, like, you have a lot of pairs, bro. A lot.
Well, first of all, you got just as many pairs, and you got pairs that only you and him have. So at that point,
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But, I mean, my thing is that's because I have a relationship with him. So it's more like a cheat code.
That's definitely, you got the ultimate cheat code. You got KD and LeBron on the team.
Yeah, so that, I mean,
you got
I don't
pairs
really,
that nobody has. You have your ID that nobody has.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. But
so
I always got that question though, like, oh, nah, but you know, Jamal, and it's a few other people too that got good collections.
Yeah. No, there's a couple other people that I'm like, wow, that's dope. Like, that's ill. That dude in Taiwan, he's crazy.
Yeah, he pays a lot. I mean, it's another story that I would tell you. I don't want to.
I know.
Put his like all that info.
I think I already know where you're going with that. We can talk about that offline.
When I was in Cleveland, man. When I went out to Cleveland, man, listen, they was like, I'm like, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But heard a few stories about him too. But
you mentioned Kemba, you mentioned Kyrie. I definitely want to circle back on that. But, you know, while we have you, I want to give you an opportunity to talk about some of the positive things that you're doing. I know you had the sneaker drive.
I postponed it because more people still sending shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie's sister and Kyrie sent some shoes as well that I got a couple of days ago. I got to go meet up with his dad. His dad's going to give pairs. And then I still got to do a few meetups in New York City.
Well,
so that's why I'm working on the dates.
Right. Talk about, you know, the messaging. Talk about, you know, what exactly you guys are accomplishing, just so that, you know, the chat and everyone listening, they know kind of, you know, what you're building here and the message, the meaning behind it.
Last year, I actually partnered with somebody. It's from the Soul. He reached out to me and was asking would I want to be a part of it. I'm like, of course. I never went out and gave shoes out to homeless people around New York City. If I told you that, I'll be lying before that. But there's been times where if I had a pair of shoes in my trunk and I go to Dunkin' Donuts at nighttime and somebody's out there with no shoes, if they can fit them, I would give them away. But when I did it last year, I did it with him, and Nike was involved. A lot of people was involved. Some people came out and helped. But the experience to go and walk those streets and actually see what's going on in the city is crazy, man. And that's probably going on in every city. It's not even just New York. So, I mean, I just took his formula and I just kind of wanted to do my own thing and try to make it like an annual thing, because I feel like us in the sneaker culture and the sneaker world, that we have a voice. People listen to us. We influence a lot of people. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that, oh, I never did nothing like this, but I'm happy I did. So me just bringing it to the light, I felt like a lot of people wanted to start donating and helping with the cause.
That's what's up. No, that's definitely, and I think, you know, everyone on the panel, everyone in the chat, they'll agree that's something that I think us in the sneaker culture, we can definitely do more of. As collectors, it's not cheap. You know, we can spare, you know, a pair or two and definitely help out. It'll go a long way, that's for sure. So I got some pairs. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to send to you. I'm definitely going to, you know, do my part and contribute, that's for sure.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody that sent. Like, there's a lot of people, even stores came to the forefront, like Image, the store in Queens. They definitely gave 3 boxes full of shoes. So
that's what's up.
I really appreciate everybody. I gotta go check the people at Nike as well. So I'm just working on the dates.
Definitely run Nike's pockets, yo. Definitely run those pockets. Tell them dig deep, because they digging in my pockets. So
yeah.
Oh man, they say you accidentally bought them LeVar balls.
Listen, I'll accidentally review them joints. Listen, I'll take them. I'm not paying $495 for them joints. I'm not paying $1,000 for a signed pair.
They sent them to you?
No. I'm saying I would accept.
You got the plug with Triple B?
I would accept
man.
Because, you know, I'm like, listen, I didn't post a single picture. I wasn't about to be part of the propaganda. It was clear as day what they were trying to do. The price it's sticker shock. It's to get the people talking, and it worked to a T. And, you know, they said they sold, 4,000 pairs? So basically like almost $2 million worth of pairs.
I gotta see that to believe it.
It said 300.
4,000 pairs that went in 4 hours.
That didn't happen. Like
I didn't think it happened, but
nice Kicks called bullshit on that. Nice Kicks said a whole article on it.
Yeah, they showed how many pairs were remaining, and they said one person bought it, and then they went back like an hour later, and one other person had purchased it. So
yeah, I'm not jacking that. That's something I would have to see, like on paper. He would have to do an interview and show me the numbers.
Right.
Because
not only that, there's no explanation on the tech. Like, what are you paying $495 for?
But you know, this is I believe
Kobe.
Yeah, this is definitely our wrap it up conversation this evening. So I don't want to jump too far into that before we get into the rest of the show.
We won't jump into that, but yeah, that's one of our topics. So we'll save that.
To the end. Yes. Since we're short on time, I got one question for you. And when are you getting back to doing YouTube videos, man?
Once I get the time. Once I do that, it's just come home tired. I want to do it. Like, it's just the editing, everything is just not. I mean, I don't want to put out trash. Feel me? Like, if I do it, I want to do it right. And that's with everything. I know that's what y'all, when y'all do it.
Yeah, it's definitely tough time-wise. That's for sure. In line. It don't get any easier. You talk about, going to the next phase of life. It don't get no easier. So.
Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't. And then it's just like, you can go look at it, and then you see one mistake, and it's like, oh, man, I got to do this over, do that over. So, I mean, once I get the time, hopefully I get more time during the summer. Once that, I'll start doing it again.
All right, cool. Last thing here, I want to circle back to what we're talking about, and then we'll jump into our weekly routine. Is how'd you get involved with Kemba? How'd you get linked up with Kyrie? Talk us through that.
Oh, Kemba, I grew up with. Me and Kemba grew up in the same neighborhood. Today's his birthday too. Happy birthday to my brother. We grew up together. We both from the Bronx, so just kids playing basketball, hanging out. He was dancing. Don't judge me. But
you ever beat him 1-on-1?
It's so crazy because we ain't never played 1-on-1 ever.
Ooh.
One AAU tournament we played against each other. The Tim Thomas tournament was Gauchos versus Metro Hawks, and we beat them in the chip. So
you got that to hang.
Oh, we never played 1-on-1. Never. I don't know why. We just never did. We was always like on the same team. Like junior high school, we was on the same team. AAU, starting AAU, we was on the same team, and then we just started playing with different teams and stuff like that. But,
well, we're gonna have to get a Monday Midsole 2-on-2, you and me against the old man and Buckeye over there.
Oh man,
I'll rep that shit. You can get old man Marcus to play with you.
I don't know. Ain't no old man over here.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he looked like he posted up.
SneakerCon New York, we're gonna get it popping. We can get Tmark, get Flight 23.
He
and
like
we're gonna do it big.
You come out with them Patrick Ewing knee pads.
They both look like they post up all day, man.
Buck still play. Don't let Buck fool you.
How you know I'll play? How you gonna call me out like that? How you?
You got to get out the house first, my dude.
Oh, he said he got them hardwood floors.
Just because I don't wear.
He gotta go pick them sneakers up. He go out.
Like, yeah, I don't even believe that. I don't know if he's seen the light of day.
I don't do that online shopping like y'all. I got to get out and get my kicks.
All right, cool. So we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna get the show going. Tmark, we appreciate you. We're definitely gonna, build on a lot of what we talked about. But let's hit the next segment, y'all. Let's do this.
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
Marcus.
We're going into the weekly pickups, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with mine. I've been trickling down on my pickups. I'm not picking up as much lately as I used to.
Oh, lies.
What? Well, I tell you what, I guarantee you I got less pickups than anybody else on the show tonight. My first pickup was the red suede ones, and you know what? I mean, they all right.
I like
them.
them.
Pause. I love ones, but
hey, hold on a second. Didn't you ask those?
I think he did. That's his second time.
I did. Every time I pick up a shoe, y'all say I asked it, and I did not ask it.
You be hating.
You passed on them?
No, I didn't. I said I was gonna get these. I said it, and I've been saying since day one that I was gonna pick these up.
Check the tape.
Go back to the tape.
Go ahead.
The 97s and the red suedes.
Man, then y'all go with that shit. Anyway, and my second pickup was the flip switch, the Kyrie joints.
Woo!
I love this shoe, man. This shit.
I gotta get like y'all, man.
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
I get like y'all, man.
You probably already had them like weeks ago.
Nah, I gotta call these people. They treat me bad in the office.
Yeah, it's a dope shoe, man. I'm loving the Kyrie line. I didn't, it takes a lot for me to say that.
Jamal, you know what shoe that remind me of? The Lake Summit LeBron Soldier 2s.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean that colorway, they've been using that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dope shoe. I got some socks coming with it, so you will see a pic this week with the sock combo
on the hall.
I've already done that, dog.
Y'all know what? My birthday is Friday, man. My birthday Friday. I'm stepping outside.
All right, that's right. Get some
y'all heard it here first. Yes, sir. I'm gonna put some sunscreen on before I get out there. But
you like that? You like the brother in bench warmers that won't come out into the sunlight,
right?
All right, so who's next?
Tmark.
That's it, Marcus?
Tmark. Yeah, that's it. I told you I'm slowing down.
I got less than you.
So Tmark, what you pick up? I mean, don't take all day.
I picked up might have to be these white Yeezys.
Okay.
Recent.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Trying to think. Anything else? No, not that I know of. I think it was these. Those, that's it. That ain't crazy. I know Jamal got those.
Yeah,
What
man.
is this week? Well, this is
I bet you if we
this was last
hey
week.
everyone pay attention to the IG. You're gonna post like 4 or 5 pair of shoes on IG. You're gonna be walking with the bags like he downtown shop in New York.
Man.
What did you pick up, Mom?
Let's see. Well, obviously I picked up the Kyrie 3s. I threw that on the gram already. That was straight to foot. And then I picked up the Paul Georges. So I had to get that one. It's my first pair of PGs. So the switch pack seemed like a good way to go. A lot of dope details. I did talk about these on my YouTube. So if you haven't, definitely go check that out. I literally unboxed these right as I got home. They've been sitting for a good week. And that would be the Jordan 31. Why not? So I'm not sure about these. This is what my second pair of 31s that I copped. I got the 31 lows, the UNC joints, and I got these. So we'll see.
How do you feel about them, though?
I like the colorway for real. I mean, I don't like this little bridge thing I hear. I know, Kev, you said you balling them and whatnot.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the same thing that with the 30s though.
Yeah, that's
a hybrid.
Yeah. That's a 30.
I don't
It's a 30
ball in
bottom.
those. What was that? The 29s that came in the that Pantone pack.
Yeah, they both had the same.
They got that same thing here. I bought in those. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that personally. But I mean, I played in the 29s one time, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. So we'll see.
The only thing with me with the 29s is probably the upper. The upper's not strong enough. The 30s, they made it a lot stronger, more sturdy.
Oh yeah, this has what, like that Flyknit material.
Yeah, it's got that
into the leather, and the other one
brace.
is more of a mesh. Yeah, it's got like this little sleeve in here, which is, I mean, the colorway is dope. I would prefer the 3s, obviously, but you know,
can't get everything.
I think it's butt cheeks. The 30.5 is butt cheeks.
Fuck your feelings.
It's all good. And then you know, I got a couple other things that I ain't unboxed that I'm gonna save. So
for me, say this shit every week, man.
What,
we can show some older stuff.
What's up? Nah, listen,
I just show something that I haven't, like. I mean, I don't know. Well, it's on Instagram. So
I mean, dude, I mean, literally, like, it's still in the box. Like,
that's probably all those Kyrie 3 IDs.
Nah, that's tonight, dude. I'm telling you, I posted about the eBays. I'm going ham. Sorry.
See, Dan, they're not sorry. They're not real sneakerheads, dude. Because you know when we get shit, we open that shit immediately.
Marcus,
I can't even.
23 and a half hours out of the day, you can and you pick your shoes up.
Dude, when I get my shit from the mailbox, I already got a knife in my pocket opening it before I even get to the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let no shoe sit for 3, 4, 5 days. It's getting open right then.
I ain't got no time.
Marcus carries a sword like Django,
right?
Back in the day.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say Django. I'm saying I'm cutting that motherfucker open, but you know, whatever. Y'all got me fucked up. You trying to?
Yeah, Tmark, if you got something crazy back there, by all means, please show that off.
Oh, all right. Let's get to Kev. You got pickups while he's pulling out something.
I just got only got one. The only thing I got was Entourage. You know, I got it on eBay for the low. Man, fuck Golden State.
I don't think he made that for Golden State.
It's all about LeBron. But, hey, man, just like I told you, man. I mean, he had some foresight. He was foreshadowing. He knew he was gonna beat them. So just like Jordan brings the Cavs colorways out, he brought those out. So there you go.
There was no
doubt. Yeah, that's the only pickup that I got this week. Next week,
that's a solid pickup.
It'll be a little bit more entertaining, I think.
You know, I hate when y'all all cop the same shoe because you know that means that I gotta get it.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Y'all stay in my pockets, man.
Hey, man, you need to empty your pockets and come to Chicago and quit playing because you're gonna do just like you did last time in Cleveland.
75-25. 75.
That's moving up at least.
Yeah, 75.
70-30. I got some things to work out.
Yeah, that's still a C.
All right. I'm gonna run through these cops so that we can get on with this show. So, but bear with me because I went. It's my birthday month, so I've gone a little ham.
All our birthday month.
We'll start off.
Except for mine.
Yeah, because he's weird. We'll start off with
ham
this
all
one.
the time.
PG, PG1. It's the flip the switch. Everybody else. And then just like everybody else, I got the Kyrie flip the switch, and I love these guys a lot. Kyrie 3. Let's see. I did catch up and finally get this one, the Indestruct. Boop. Yep.
You got the white and red one too, right?
Yeah, I did. I got that.
Yeah,
I showed that one last week.
Yeah,
I had to watch the whole damn show to find it.
Right. I told you that.
Yeah, I know. I also picked up the LeBron 3. Like I just feel like I'm about to get in some bondage shit with this shoe. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to like.
It do like some Pulp Fiction Gimp type shit, don't it?
Right, like I'm saying, like Hellraiser. Like these are dope.
Those are definitely war ready.
Yeah, I love that shoe. All right, and then these right here. I got these.
Okay.
And then I got these right here.
Oh yeah, he's going.
Welcome.
Finally.
Yeah, I got those.
And I got the OG box and everything too. So
the OG box, huh?
Yeah, man.
He finally joined the frat.
Welcome, my brother. You are official now.
So we're gonna all rock him in Chicago.
My son.
We definitely need to because that shit would be dope.
That's too much red, man.
You gonna put the pressure on me?
Yeah,
man. You gotta come.
Chirac.
That's too much red for out there, man.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm staying neutral.
You wearing black and gray.
Oh no, man.
Shout out to Kixie once a week. See?
Yeah, but Dixie's on a whole nother plane, though, man. Like, let's be real about what Jazz
He's
got.
back in those shoes from the early '90s and all that, man. I can't do that.
Yeah, Jazz is on a whole nother level. Like,
I don't care. She co-signed it. I'm gonna take it.
Got to.
You know.
Chet
you got anything else? You got anything else back there, dog?
That's what I'm saying. Chet going crazy. It's just like, damn, he's still pulling out shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got, bro?
We got more.
No, that's all I got. I'm done.
Oh, okay. That's light.
Yeah.
Oh, he said something light. You got the left side of Foot Locker.
Got 6 pair out here, like something like.
I can show a pair that means very, very like that's near and dear to me. I can do that.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, hold on.
Don't make me fall out my chair now.
Nah, sorry. It's certain things I can't show, bro. I can't. But
yeah. Well, we've been through that convo.
These right here is the finals pair. This is the pair he got hurt in.
Wow.
The same exact pair he got hurt in. So
yep.
Those are so dope.
And that's why you the GOAT, dog. That's why.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what was it? 2015. When he came home, he gave me these. So I couldn't show them for a while, but he gave.
Those are signed, right?
No, not this pair.
Not that pair.
Nah, this pair I think I'm aware. One of these days. Maybe it's back in Cleveland.
Is that a 12 or 11 and a half?
12.
Oh.
12.
Yeah, those 11 and a half. So I might stand hoops those if you you're not careful.
So, all right. So,
all right, Dan, go ahead.
Marcus, you got any upcoming?
Yeah, let's do that. Let me get that up.
All right.
Pause.
All right. That's probably a real problem for you being in your 80s.
Oh man.
As long as they got that blue pill, I'm good, man. As long as that blue pill keep on coming, I'm good.
Oh. Too much.
All right.
He's going with those.
He's having problems here.
I ain't got no problems. All right, so y'all can see the screen, right? Y'all can see that?
Yep.
All right, so you got this Adidas Ultra Boost Uncaged. I ain't really feeling the Uncaged. What y'all think about the Uncaged?
I think they're fucking horrible.
Okay. Same with the Prestos. I'm not feeling them either.
I like the cage.
I like the Prestos. The cage pair is dope. I'm gonna work my way up the finish line tomorrow. Try to pick those up.
Ooh, all that rejuvenator.
So I guess it must be some kind of collab they got. I don't know who this parlay is.
Those are smooth. The cage ones are smooth.
All right, so what Parlay is a program that Adidas has where they're actually pulling out plastics from the ocean and creating the plastic in that shoe. So all the plastic you see in that shoe is recycled plastic from the ocean.
Smart.
And it's a really dope idea.
We could tell you've been hanging out with Kixie. You getting all this information and shit. You've been hanging out with Kixie.
Like I say, you just came back infinitely smarter.
Yeah. Where that shit come from? All right, so then on May 12th, you got the women's Air Max 95 fiberglass. That was kind of dope. And then you got this liquid lime coming out. And then the big release of the week on Saturday, the Pure Money 4s. Which I'm still on the fence. I got the OG pair, and they kind of tan right now. So I might have to get I might have to get another pair. I don't know yet. I wore the hell out the first pair, so I might have to get another pair of those.
Those I'm kind of excited for, the Air Max 97.
Yeah, I think we all pretty hyped about that one.
That's excited for that.
You gonna copy your second Air Max there, Marcus?
I'm copying my second Air Max on that one.
He definitely asked
he did. The silver bullets. He asked them shits quick as hell.
But I didn't ask these.
But you got the silver bullets and you asked them.
But even growing up, I like the gold ones more than the silver ones. Just me personally. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't. And I'll rock anything. It's kind of hard to pull off some silver shoes. Now I can pull off some gold, but silver's a little different.
I could wear silver more than gold here, but I mean.
And then we got the one we all want, that PG, EYBL. I mean that shoe right there is just it's on a whole nother level.
It's like honey butter, baby.
What's the word on this, Maul? What's the release like on this?
So from what I understand, Tmark, you can confirm. So they should be hitting the sneakers app, and then they're coming out in House of Hoops, Foot Locker in Harlem.
That's it. One store.
And that's it. There's not going to be a lot. They're going to be going like.
They probably already all been back to it already. So
yeah.
They got their
new management. They say at House of Hoops, so I don't know. And
it's not first come first serve. It's reservation through the app. So.
Well, I will tell you that
there's a little bit more eyes on that.
The Pure Money, Pure Money, that whole thing is all first come, first serve. Everywhere in Atlanta, it's first come, first serve, right? So that means that there are literally a shit ton of that shoe that are being made. The eyeball ain't nowhere out here in Atlanta, like nowhere at all. So.
They ain't nowhere but New York, baby.
Right, exactly.
So if I win, that's going to be a crazy Saturday.
I mean, at least I got blue satins.
Who got blue satins? And nobody from Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I didn't get them hoes. That shit hurt my feelings. I got
Tmark, where's your pair? Did they land yet?
I like Jordan ones though.
Right here. Right here.
Yeah. So what's the word on these? These Kyrie, IWB.
Same deal, baby. Same deal.
Same deal?
Same deal. Yeah, let me get those in hand. Those soles go in the dark, too, so you already know what I'm doing.
And they're blue, and it's blue, right?
Straight to foot, glow shots.
Yeah.
That's
ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Pretty much
shoe, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy. Tmark will have them on Friday.
Right. Exactly.
I got to call his dad. Oh, well, when is the
Saturday's the
conference, the Eastern Conference Finals?
Depends on the other series.
Yeah, they play tonight, don't they?
Yeah. Someone said Thomas was killing. Someone said I said Thomas was. He was
so hopefully that goes to 7. If that goes to 7, and Boston wins, they'll be in Boston.
I'd rather go to Washington though.
Yeah,
that's an easier trip.
Yeah, I heard people in Boston is racist at the Garden. I don't know. I heard a bad experience about that.
Yeah, I'd rather go to Be More.
All right. So are we at the Gap? Is that where we're at right now?
We are. We are at the least favorite part of the show, Dan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I know it's your favorite part of the show because it's all about me right now. At least it's my favorite part of the show. So we're going to do an all-time Gap this time. It's going to be a little different for you. So how this is going to work is only person that really knows whose every shoe is me. All right. So I'm the only one that knows, right? And we're going to vote. All right. So, and I'm going to keep score on this. And I know that sounds suspect, but don't worry. I won't cheat this time.
At least you admit it. We're good.
Yeah, no, I won't cheat this time. So we're going to have Kev, Maul, Marcus, there's a lot of M's, T, and D. All right. And so the way this will work is you'll give 3, 2, or 1 points based on the shoe that it is. All right. And keep in mind, there are 5 shoes and they can't all get 3s. So you got to think about it and use your points wisely. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to start off with mine. This is mine. And so since I can't win this one because I happen to know everything, so this is how we're going to start this off, just so I can explain it. All right. So this is my all-time, I think, one of the best shoes Nike has ever made. Like
those don't look like Aqua 8s, dog.
They're not. But like. So Aqua 8s are different for me because Aqua 8s hold a nostalgic part of my heart, right? But as far as like a dope kick, I think it's just that the all-time gas, all-time fire. I believe it's this,
No, you don't. But go ahead.
Like, yeah, I do. I you tell me what I think. I had to like deliberate over this thing.
You pulled this out your ass because I took the best shoe. But go ahead. That's okay.
You're so full of shit. All right. So anyway, so we're gonna send this around the table. All right. And so, gentlemen, if you can, give it 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. What do we got?
I'm gonna give it 2 points. I think it's nice, but I take into account that price tag too.
Yeah.
And it's a dope shoe, but I don't think that I would pay what it's going for. So that's the only reason I'm not giving it a 3.
Right. Gotcha.
What's the highest number we giving out?
The 3.
3, 2, 1.
Is there any association, or we're just going through a point system?
Just a point system right now because we're trying to
That's your all-time favorite.
My all-time favorite.
Like
Exactly. Aqua 8's my all-time favorite shoe, period, for nostalgic purposes, for my heart reasons. But like, what I think this shoe is, what the parents had to go through with this shoe, why this is the only Dornbecker that. Yeah. Right. This is the only Dornbecker that doesn't have a picture of the kid inside the box because the kid passed away and his parents actually finished the shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's some heart shit for me. Like, that's some heartstring stuff. So they can yank on that.
The shoe wasn't supposed to come out to the following year, but they dropped 2 DVs, I think, like close to each other.
Yeah. And so this one is just it's something that I feel has meaning and value and stuff like that. So, Maul, what are your points?
I'm gonna go with the 2. Yeah, gotta go with the 2. It's a dope shoe. The meaning, obviously, that's like you said, heartstrings. But aside from that, doesn't hold any sort of intrinsic value.
Right.
And there's no nostalgia, so it's just a dope shoe that I don't have, so it gets a 2.
One of you.
All right, Marcus, what you got?
I'm gonna give it the same and pretty much the same reasons. I'm gonna give it a 2. It's not a nostalgic shoe. I like 5s, but I'm not a huge 5 fan. It is probably the best DB. In my opinion. Unfortunately, I don't have it at this time. Hopefully, I'll get it at some point. But I'm gonna have to give it a 2.
All right, and Tmark, what you got?
Oh man, everybody said what I was gonna say. I'll give it a 2 because I feel like it's a great shoe, but I just feel like the Ben 5s is a lot better for me personally. But I have this shoe. I love the shoe. But if I had to like pick and choose between those and the Bens, I would always go Ben.
What size is that shoe?
What, DB5s?
Yeah.
11.
We're trying to shop.
Nah, but those are staying though. Those are staying.
All right. So next up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the playoff Jordan 11. You know, and this is one of everybody's favorite 11s. This is one of those shoes that kind of, you know, ushered in a lot of people into this game. So
that's right. That is my all-time gap, and I didn't go with like how Dan did. I went truly intrinsic value nostalgia. The pair that if I had, you know, just one pair to wear for the rest of my life, so to speak, it would be that. I wear that everywhere, all the time, in the snow, the rain, to the grocery store, to soccer, you name it. I play ball in it. It's my all-purpose, my Lysol shoe. It does it all. So, bam.
Right. And so, all right. So he'll definitely give that a 3. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. And who's next around the panel? It should be Marcus.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3. It's, you know, that's my go-to shoe in the weather, and that's the one thing about that shoe. You can beat it and beat it and beat it, and it's still gonna look good. I mean, in whatever condition. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it a 3. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to.
Tmark.
I'm gonna have to go with a 2, Molly Mall. If I was still a kid, it would be a 3, hands down. But the Jordan 11, it's just, I don't know, like the tongue bothers me now. Now, like as an adult, the tongue bothers me. Like the tongue is too low. But it's a great shoe. That's my favorite 11. I would have to say those are my favorite 11s all time as well. But I'll have to give it a 2. That's a great pair, though.
Buckeye.
I'm on the fence.
Right.
I think I'm gonna have to go with a 2 because they're not my favorite 11. My favorite 11 is a Concord.
Dan, you got those, right?
Oh, shots fired. Yeah, man. I mean, I think I like them, but I don't ever wear them. You know, except for like maybe a picture here and there. I like to
just post them. You just posted them.
I did because it was a Jumpman challenge, man. I had to
his like last week too, man.
I had to support the homie. So, but I'm just gonna go with a 2 just because. I mean, if it was a man, I don't know. I mean, they're dope shoes. I'm on the fence. I could go 3.
I'm the same way. I could go 3, but
I'm gonna stay with the 2.
All right, so that's a 3 for Maul, a 3 for Marcus, a 2. That's 6, 10. So he's sitting at 10 points with a. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. So for me, and I'm probably gonna catch the most hate about this is a 1 for me.
So you don't count.
But no, I mean, I'm giving you a point. I can give you no points, motherfucker. You're like ass, eat a dick.
So there we go with his dick.
I know. One show, bro. One show.
What I'm saying is that, well, I like 11s, and this is one of my favorite pair of 11s. 11s aren't like, that's the shoe, you know. I know it ushered a lot of people in, but it didn't for me. 5s did that. 8s did that. You know, like everything before the 9, really what solidified the sneaker thing in me. So like 11s don't really do it for me, you know. But you know, I know everybody in the chat can tell me to kill myself. It's fine, but you're getting. You're getting
now, honestly, me as an adult, I'm the same way. Like if I was still a kid, that would probably be
man.
top 3 favorite Jordans of all time.
As an adult, waking up on a Saturday morning, tired and groggy, trying to cop kicks, trying to take little girl to dance class. You're like, what am I wear? Oh, let me throw these jeans on. Let me throw these on. I'll throw on my vest. Let's go. We out.
Hold on, but I can do the same with these, Jamal. Hold on.
Now see, look. Now
you're gonna take it to a whole nother level. You're gonna take it to something that like 3 people have.
I can do the same with these. So that's the thing. It's the same shoe.
Yeah, and that's dope.
The flex game is strong in this young man.
You know,
but I mean, listen, that's one of my.
I'll let my playoff sit.
That is definitely my favorite 11, though.
Right, but 11s aren't even in my top 5 Jordan silhouette.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
They're in my top 5 for
Not
sure.
now.
Top five.
Yeah,
All
top
right.
2 for me.
So
right, moving on.
Next we have is this one right here, which I'm surprised we didn't have like a double up on this one.
Who did this to me?
I knew what he was gonna pick.
Jamal,
So,
you can pick the one, Jamal.
Those two, and I said, you know what? I gotta be the courteous host. I gotta let him get his shoe because I already know where he was going. But go ahead, bro. Talk about it.
Oh, this shoe right here, man. It's near and dear to me. I remember having these in 2001, and I beat them into the ground. And when I started collecting sneakers, like I had to find the 2001 pair, and I couldn't find it. And then one day I went into Flight. This is back in the day when Flight wasn't raping. They didn't rape you, make you have the baby, and take care of
God damn.
So I got them for a steal, and I still have my 2001 pair. I just feel like this Jordan right here, for me, is probably the most versatile Jordan. These and Jordan 1s, but I would pick Black Cement 3s over Jordan 1s.
All right, so that's a 3 for Tmark there. What's your first name, man, if you don't mind me asking?
Terrell.
Terrell, because I feel weird saying
I did ship you something, so
you did.
I can't put Tmark on that.
Yeah, exactly. So I meant like I should know, but I don't know.
No, that's cool.
So for me,
You
these
just said eat a fat one.
I'm not gonna say that to him. I say there are shoes in his repertoire that I'm trying to buy. I can't be fucking pissing him off. All right?
Nah, I'm saying that to you, fool.
All right, well, whatever. So for me, I'm going reluctantly. These get a 3 for me because this is the shoe that changed the sneaker world. This is what changed everything.
That's the logo, man.
Yeah, it's the shoe. It is the shoe, the sneaker. Like this shoe created sneaker culture in my mind. So this gets a 3 for me. Buck.
I'm gonna go with a 3 too. This is probably my favorite 3. I mean, it's dope. It's dope. I mean, between this one and the Dornbacher, I like the Dornbacher too.
The Dornbacher is dope.
But yeah, definitely, and especially with the Nike Air on the back.
All right, Maul.
Yeah, I mean that's an automatic 3 right there. That's Steph Curry in the clutch.
Oh man.
No, all jokes aside, listen, if I only had 2 pairs of shoes to wear forever, Jordan 11 and the Black Cement 3s. That's it. If I had to give it all up, and they said keep cool. 2 pairs, I'll be happy. I'm good.
Or if you can get an unlimited supply, I would just be all right. I'll be straight.
Exactly. You got to keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be straight.
They do get kind of beat up, especially when you rock them all the time. But yeah, I could live with just having those 2 pairs.
All right, and finally, Marcus, even though I already know.
You don't even have to ask me. I mean, everybody who know me know what this shoe means to me. I mean, that was the first shoe in 1988 that I was able to buy with my own money.
You mean 1898?
He bought with his first retirement check.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my first check. As soon as I got it, I ran across the street to the mall. I didn't even have a car. I ran my ass across the street and I picked up my first pair. That was my first pair of J's, and that was the start of this whole thing. So it's a 3 for me. I mean, of course, that I'm sure everybody thought that was gonna be my pick. You know what I'm saying? But I had to throw a monkey wrench in because, I mean, it means a lot. But this other shoe I picked, just the stories behind it are much bigger. But it's still get a 3.
All right. Okay, so that's 15 for Tmark there. Terrell, all right. So and next, here we go. This one. Oh, I don't even know what. I just saw you pull out something.
Yeah, how'd you do that, bro?
No,
he grabbed the shoe before you hit the share.
So there's this one.
Oh,
right, I will let take it away. Buckeye, you can start this show off here.
All right, this is my by far my favorite Jordan of all time. It's nostalgic. I mean, the shot. I'm from outside of Cleveland, but was a Jordan fan, and people in Cleveland talk stuff and whatever. They're gonna beat the Bulls or whatever. Why do you like the Bulls? And then he just crapped on Craig Elo.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the first pair of shoes, first Jordan I ever had. So the first pair that I asked for and was able to get. And then had Nike Air on the back. I just thought it was so dope just to get a pair of shoes that cost that much. I mean, I was used to getting Payless Sprints and Pickway shoes. So I mean, the nostalgia is crazy on these shoes. So if I had one shoe to wear forever, it would be these.
All right, so that's a 3 for Kev. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now let's go next with Maul. What you got?
Kev. A lot, huh? Kind of just poured your heart out into those shoes, huh? So a 1 or I would kind of make you feel a little shitty, huh? Nah,
Jesus.
As much as I want to shit on these, as much as I want to talk down on them, they're fire for sure. They're a 3. If I didn't have them in the collection, I'd be looking for them like somebody else that I know. But nah, man, this is it. I heard somebody say 4s over 3s. I don't know about that. I take the Jordan Cement 3s over the 4s. But you know what? If someone told me I can't have 3s no more, they're not being made like they try to claim, and 4s were the next best, I'll take it in a heartbeat. So
all right,
they get a tray piece.
1, 2, 3. All right, old man Weathers.
Well, I'm gonna have to break the trend because I'm gonna have to give it a 2. And one of the things about this shoe that annoys the hell out of me is the chipping. The paint chips on here so bad. You wear them 1 or 2 times and it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Buy a new pair.
Wow.
Wait, hold up. Your favorite shoe is the 3 and they chip just as much.
No, nowhere near the 4.
What?
Pull out your most recent 4 and tell me you ain't got chips all over it. You probably got one that you ain't even wore that's chipped up. Look on the look on the midsole on the inside. The inside midsole.
Hold on.
This pair is not chipped.
I look crispy.
Terrell, how many pairs you got? About 8?
Nah, this is 1. But this is still DS CDP pair.
That's what I'm saying.
But I know it's going. I had an older pair. It was crazy.
I'm over my pair. The most recent release I wore it 1 time and it was all chipped up.
Hold up. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's expected.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing.
But I mean, it depends because the older pair it doesn't do that, but the older 4s do that.
Yeah, exactly. 4's been doing that since day 1.
Like I wore these to my wedding, and no repaint, nothing. There's no chipping.
Man, both of these shoes are pissing me off.
So it might turn yellow, but
I'm about to wear them shits tomorrow.
So Marcus gave it a 2. I'm gonna give this shoe a 2 also. Sorry, Kev.
It's all good.
God. I mean, I got a crazy story about these too.
But just understand that I do love this shoe. I do. I want this shoe. I do not have this shoe. I am on the hunt for a really good price on this shoe. But like this particular, like 3s don't match or 4s don't match up to 3s for me. 3s definitely come first, then 4s in my scheme of things. So
and plus the dopest 4 to me is that Toro. That's the dopest.
I think the dopest so the Fire Red is the dopest one to me. The Fire Red 4 is the dopest one for me. But that's just me. And I don't expect it. Whatever.
Dopest 4.
Right.
Watch it gonna pull out a DB.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I'm not gonna do that. I don't think those are the dopest. I would pick these. I would pick these over the DBs.
And so
the black laser.
Oh, black laser. What this dude? Black laser. He's just
over DBs.
Just these samples.
Yeah. I'm just talking to somebody else. I would pick these over the DBs, for sure.
All right. So your points on this shoe there, Terrell?
3 because I remember getting these 99 as a kid, and my mother bought me these, and my grandfather bought me the white ones, and my brother was mad because my grandfather didn't buy him the white ones, and I had both pairs, so I remember that. Definitely these. I mean, they don't hold the same value to me as the 3s, but they're right there to me. Like this colorway is right there to me. I wouldn't pick another colorway over these for me personally. I mean, Lightning 4s, black lasers, whatever. I would pick that colorway. Especially if they had the Nike Air in the back. If they retro those with the Nike Air in the back,
bro.
I'll get 6.
I'm hearing Black Friday, but I don't know how true that is.
It's that Black Friday is gonna be those 11s.
Yeah, but you know what, a few things they gotta do. What they did wrong, they have to fix the material, give it that CDP material or the 99 material, and they have to go back to the old shape. That new shape on the 4s is weird. It's like boxy.
Oh yeah.
Like the yeah.
Like if you got a CDP pair or if you got anything older, look at the shape on that compared to like the newer ones. The shape
it's got more of a slant down the tongue than
exactly.
All right. So, and last but not least, old man time. Go ahead and start us off.
All right. Well, you know, the reason why I picked this shoe, I mean, of course, like I've said, the BC3 is my favorite shoe, but this shoe has many, many more stories in my life. This has been a love-hate relationship with this damn shoe. Because I remember when it first dropped, you know, that was probably the first shoe that I picked up multiples of on release day. And, you know, I fell in love with it. And it was the first shoe that I discovered when my whole collection was stolen that was missing. So that's where the hate part comes in. And so at that point, I gave up on kicks. I said, I'm not buying too many more kicks. I'm done. And then the DMP dropped. And I found out about it the day it dropped. And I went everywhere in the city trying to find that shoe. And I couldn't find it, you know. So it has a love-hate relationship. And to this day, I still haven't bought it. You know, I've been right on the, you know, right about to pull out that credit card and get it, but I ain't been able to do it. So it's just got a lot of sentimental value to me, and I love the shoe. So, you know, it's a 3 for me all day.
All right. So, well, what you got on this pair here?
I would have to go with a 2. I want to go 1, but I can't because that's like an iconic shoe. But there's just the upper turning yellow, them putting that blue tint on it, or the older pair when it was just turning pissy yellow. I mean, it's a clean shoe. I loved it as a kid, but just growing up, I had a pair that I didn't even wear and it was turning yellow and the bottom was yellow and I had to get rid of it. I mean, I'm not too big on like a lot of white with shoes, but I would definitely give those a 2 because that's an iconic shoe. I'm not gonna say it's not. I'm not gonna act like it's not and say it's trash, but I would have to give it a 2.
So, again, come at me, bro. I'm gonna give this a 1.
You bastard! You know what? You are so full of shit.
You're chasing it down, aren't you?
I still have the text that you sent me the day when you asked us what shoes we picking for our all-time gap.
I said no.
You said,
I said no.
No, you said that's the shoe that I was gonna pick. That's exactly what you said.
Expose them.
So how you gonna come to me?
You would have given yourself a 1.
I will tell you why. You ready?
You would have never gave yourself a 1.
I know that all of y'all would have picked this shoe and been like 3. So again, you picked this shoe and I let old man get his thing because I know what Kev's gonna say. I know what Maul's gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. You know,
I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I do. So anyway, it's an 11, and I'm not. It's not on my thing. So. Like people like you dead to me, and it's fine. It's cool. I just don't like 11s like that, y'all. Like I don't. It's just not one of my shoes. I want it. I'm going to cop it eventually, but for me, it's a 1. I'm sorry, Marcus.
I think we need to replace you on the show because for what you just said, it's the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. I don't give a damn how you feel about any shoe. Everybody loves 11. It ain't nobody walking this planet that ever given 11.
Hey, you live by the gun, you die by the gun.
That's
cool. I'm not saying it's not a dope shoe. I'm just saying
like, you gave it one.
I'll be honest with you. I only got 2 pair of 11s in my collection right now.
Right. See,
I got rid of a lot of 11s.
72 10s?
72 and 10, and I got Space Jams for free, and I got both of them for free. But not saying like I would have never went out and bought them because I do like them, but it doesn't count.
Oh, fucking Marcus. Fuck you. You're going to want him.
Oh, fuck you.
Language, fellas.
Buckeye.
I'm gonna give him a 3 because he can't win anyway, so I can help him. I mean, yeah. I mean, they're my favorite 11. I already let that one out, so I can't really go back and say that I don't like them. So yeah, they're a 3.
Cali Flow.
That's my number 2 favorite shoe of all time.
Yeah, you said that a long time ago. So if you gave it anything different, then
But see, when I say something, I stand by it. You be on that other stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I ain't a hater like you.
I got all
supposed to be wise. You're supposed to be wise.
That's called old timers.
You got that old timers.
Yeah.
All right, Maul. And what's the
to wrap this one up, this is getting a 2-piece.
boom?
He gonna get a 2-piece when I see your ass.
No fries.
You gotta come out the house, baby. Not even a biscuit, dog.
No biscuit. No beverage. Cotton.
Nah, man. Nothing.
All right, so
nothing. It's a dope shoe. I haven't worn it. It's been sitting here. I got the 2011. That was the retro where everyone went crazy and the lines and all that other madness. But while it's dope, it's not better than the playoff 11 to me. And like I said, it's been sitting there, and it gets a 2. Sorry.
The last time you checked them.
The last time I checked them.
Yeah.
I see him every day. I'm looking at him right now.
all right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with a 3-way tie for third. It would be Molly Mall, Marcus, and myself. There he goes. And then in second place we have Kev. And then in first place, it's Terrell with the black cement 3s.
That's not fair.
They win every time.
Who would have guessed?
Nah.
The black cement 3s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that shoe is crazy.
So,
Yeah, it's the greatest shoe ever.
all right. So,
I think I probably would have picked infrared 6s if I couldn't pick the 3s.
I was gonna say Raging Bull because I know everybody got them.
Yeah, we all got them. All right. So
Now
keep the show moving because we got to keep it trucking. Fuck off. I got it, motherfucker. Like, I don't know why you give me hell. Keep the show moving. Kev, go ahead and introduce your topic.
All right. I'm having some issues on my side of the live, but if everybody else is good, then that's what's up. But my segment basically is what role does a player's success have on the sale of their shoe? So, does a dope shoe overpower the success of a player, or does that player have to have the the success in order to make shoes move? I think that it could be a combination of both. I think you definitely need to. I think you have to be an elite player, because I mean, you could see the difference in when Steph Curry became the second man on the totem pole, how his shoes kind of went away, and they were going like hotcakes, the year or two or so, and then now you don't really see them in the stores. You don't see people really checking for them. And then LeBron, I mean, he's always been great, but his shoe, the last couple have been kind of So you've seen the tank in sales. So I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, with the LeBrons, I think that's twofold. It's the price point and the fact that he doesn't even really endorse the shoe because he didn't like it. He didn't rock the 13. He's rocking Soldiers.
So my thing is, like, I hear people because we talk about this like in a focus group. We hear people talk about price point. So, are you telling me if the LeBron 8 South Beach was to retro and they wanted $200, what do you think would happen?
That's very different. The resale on that is extremely higher than $200.
No, I'm just saying, like, you think would it sell out?
Hell yeah.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
I just feel like it's not.
But it would devalue.
I just feel like it's just the look of it. Like, a lot of people don't. Everybody doesn't play basketball. I mean, especially with a signature shoe. I mean, Curry's. A lot of the kids gravitated to it, and a lot of kids still play basketball in them. But a lot of people's not going to the store to buy Curry's to rock. That's the thing. Like, it's definitely got to be. I think the look of it as well plays a part on the athlete as well, because a lot of these kids that's buying foams don't even know who Penny Hardaway is.
True.
But they buying them. That's not going to stop them from buying it. Like, all of these older shoes that these kids have no idea who wore them. They just get them because of the look. I think that's me personally. I think it plays a part with the athlete and the way the shoe looks. Because now kids, oh, that shoe's ugly. They're not going to buy it. They're not going to buy it.
Well, I mean, I think that sometimes, depending on who the player is, that can influence if you think it's dope or not. Because you can honestly look at a lot of these Jordans. I mean, with the exception of the Jumpman, you can look at a lot of these Jordans and say, you stick somebody else's name on them, and then maybe, and once he wasn't playing anymore, also, because I think that when he was dropping shoes and he was playing, when I was coming up, I was like, oh, that's Jordans. We're going to get them. We're going to get them. It didn't matter what they looked like. I really didn't care for the 10s at first. And he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
And then, then he started playing, and then, he was wearing them, and, people started grabbing them. But
so I think the legend like that, like the sports player pushing the shoes like it used to, I think right now it's currently dead. It's not the same, and maybe kids that are balling, maybe they're doing that.
And you got to think the advertisement that went behind Jordan.
Ain't there.
Like,
it ain't there.
You
or Larry Constant.
You couldn't watch TV without seeing a Jordan commercial. Like, I was young, but I remember. Like, now they're not really. You'll see a LeBron commercial in the beginning of the season and then the end. Like, you don't really see Kyrie commercials. You don't see Stephen Curry commercials like that. Like,
and when they did, it went crazy.
Promoting the shoe, exactly. When you do
they did what was his name? Uncle Drew. When they had the Uncle Drew, that shit went bananas. Like, but there's no like, it's not like that anymore. Like when I grew up, like, if the athlete came out with a new shoe, like, it was dope. Like, you had to get it. Like, it was part of the deal. Like, but it's not like that anymore. Now it's like, if Pusha T drops a new Adidas, you go get it. If fucking Kanye comes out with a new shoe, it's more about entertainers and less about the sports figure. So the sport figure is kind of switched to from my perception.
Well, one of the reasons why it switched, though, is the shoes now are not made for the way they look. They're made for performance on the court. Where when Jordan, I mean, retro 1s, 2s, 3s, you can't really hoop in those. You know what I'm saying? And back then, it was more
advanced for the shoes that people was playing in back then. But
yeah, I mean, of course, they were playing in cloth Converse before that. You know what I'm saying? So it was more advanced at the time. But now the shoes are made with fly wire, fly knit, and things like that. You can't rock those with a pair of jeans and look good. I mean, some people can, but you just can't. So the look, if they went back to making dope leather shoes for these players, then more people will be interested in buying them. But these shoes just they're not something that you can wear with anything like we could with the Jordans, or you could with the Iversons or the Barclays and shoes like that. It's a different look now. They're for performance.
So I agree with that too, for sure.
Yeah, it's all about tech. They trying to brainwash people with tech, and even at these focus groups, but the technology is better for you. It's like,
yeah,
like if the average parent or the average consumer is not trying to go spend $200+ just to play basketball in the shoe. The cheapest shoes are better. You can go get some Kyrie's 120, and the performance level is going to be just the same or better than the LeBrons or the KDs. Like, so the LeBron or the Kyrie one. I mean, I'm not big on hooping in them. I feel like they're not great, but a lot of people did.
Shoes.
But with that being said, then so do retro Jordans retro shoes always have a place in the community because of that? Because it's not just about the tech, and they took into account the look over the
I think so.
Performance.
I think so because you got to think Jordan's entertainers wear, influencers wear, actors, actresses, like. You can't, like, people wear Jordans to fashion shows. Like, there's no way around it. Nobody's throwing on no Kyrie 3s or PG to a fashion show.
So
anything in that sense.
Can we throw some, like, quality leather on this shoe, maintain the silhouette, but give it a vibe, like a leather vibe, like, instead of having all of this material? Yeah, because I think, Mo, you remember, right, when I had the kid reached out to me and he did the EXT Kyrie one?
Yeah,
it looks so much better. Like, it looks crazy with premium material.
So you get the suede on the heel cup here, right? But then you rotate to this, the knit
mesh.
or whatever, the mesh, and
I
I get that's breathable.
They did EXTs. It's just athletes can't play in it.
Okay, cool. So what? They don't play in it, but we like them.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
I'm not a big fan of the EXTs.
No, not really. But
they're ever really done right.
There's always something that they could have did better. There's always leave out something.
They could do the lifestyle shoes instead of making it a whole different shoes. They can use elements of the actual performance shoe that translate into what your fashion should be. Because these lifestyle shoes, nobody's buying them Westbrook.
So my thing is, like, they make a LeBron lifestyle shoe. LeBron's not wearing those. Come on, man. LeBron's not wearing those. KD's not wearing those. Like, they have a fashion sense. So you're not telling me that they're out there wearing these and you want me to go spend my money on these to wear them. There's no way. There's no way. And what he's saying is right. Like, why not work on this, like, towards around that signature shoe and build some premium around it? That could be a lifestyle. It don't have to be an EXT. It could be called a lifestyle shoe.
Right. It doesn't have to have all that super high speed technology. I mean, maintain the silhouette. Keep the silhouette of the shoe. Keep the technology in the insole if you want to keep the technology there too.
I'll tell you this: the average consumer does not even understand a little bit of that technology that they be trying to preach. Right. And then it's like when you preach it, I feel it now. And it's like they're already telling you. Now your brain is like, oh yeah, okay, now I feel it. But you didn't feel it before I explained it.
Right. So can we get a dope leather upper? Like, can we get a LeBron 14 South Beach with that teal color and the leather upper? Because they had leather on the Black History Month. Very small amounts of leather on the LeBron 14, but they had it. But
why would they do it when they still can release Jordan retros 1 through 13 and we're gonna go out and spend our money on it? So why would they go and incorporate this into their new shoe?
But I think that there's more money out there to be spent on sneakers. I mean, obviously we haven't hit the threshold of people being able to buy. So I mean, that's just another avenue rather than coming up with these true flights and things like that. You could allocate some of that money towards putting out something that people will go crazy for.
But what's crazy? The True Flight sells so well. Like, people overseas love them.
Right.
They love them. They'll take those over retros. It's just what it is. Like, it's crazy. me working in sneaker stores, like I seen it like with my own eyes. Like it'd be, what shoe was it? And when they was doing like the Fresh Prince theme on all those shoes, they had the fives,
Superflies.
had the Flight 45s. They had all of those. Europeans was coming in there. Oh, let me get these, and not even asking about the five. Oh, do I still have the fives? Nothing. They wanted those with the matching shirt and matching this, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna argue this. So.
Let me get the fresh out of prison fives.
See, because we're looking at it from a sneakerhead point of view of what we grew up loving. You know, where Nike is looking at it from a business point of view. We can spend less money and make a great technology shoe and spend less on material, and then keep pumping this retro stuff over here to these old sneakerheads, and we're gonna be okay. We got separate markets.
The new guys don't want leather. They want
exactly.
But what's the difference in production costs that you put in between, you know, some of the lesser quality OG or, you know, retros that they have to these, you know, Jumpman brand, or, you know, what's the difference in production price? I mean, cost. I mean, are they saving that much money by doing that?
Probably not, but that's why we see the that retail price going up on us, on our behalf, buying. Us as buyers, we're wondering why we paying $190 or whatever the price is retail plus tax. Now instead of paying the $160, the $140s. Once they throw leather on the shoe, $190. Unless it's low cut. It was low cut like I don't remember ever Jordan 11 lows being $170 ever in life.
You know,
like ever.
I mean, think about it. It's just like going to the furniture store and buying a leather sofa as compared to a cloth sofa. Yeah. You're gonna spend more on that leather. You're gonna spend more to upgrade your Lexus with leather seats than you're gonna have with the basic seats. So they're gonna spend more money on those retros. So
it might not be a lot, but that retail price is that retail price, you're gonna see it though.
Okay. All right. So, and this is a good segue because everybody has a different opinion, and this brings us into Molly Mall's topic, which we're gonna have to cruise through because we started the show a little late, so we're gonna let it run until about 10:30. So, Mall, you want to introduce your topic?
Yes, definitely. So, kind of going into what we're all talking about, the materials, the technology, the focus groups, if we can kind of hone in and change one thing about, kind of the culture of what's going on right now, obviously for a positive, what would it be?
Change the culture.
Well, that's a tough question.
And I'll kind of walk you through myself when I was coming up with the question.
Yeah.
Because obviously the taboo word before was hype beast. Everyone, hype beast. They're just getting in the game. They just want the good stuff. They just want to resell, et cetera, or resellers. Is that, a negative? Is it a necessary evil? And then the new term is the cultural vultures, right? So it's like kind of like a butterfly effect. I mean, arguably, sneaker culture, the community is as big as it's ever been. And
I mean,
is that a result of all these other people coming in? Do we remove them and our culture is not as dominant? Like,
I mean, my thing is, like I always said, buy what you like. But a lot of these kids don't even know what they like. They just follow. So, I mean, that's not only kids. There's adults. There's people that got into the game late, people with money, or or people that just want to do it to be cool. But I mean, I don't think there's one way we can change it. Like, it's a lot of things that's wrong with it, but it's a lot of good things. You meet a lot of people. You build relationships with a lot of people. Do it. But I would have to say, start thinking about the consumer less than just all about the athlete. I think they're getting away from, Nike basketball standpoint that they're going away from actually giving us what the consumers like. They don't really care about that. They just care about the technology, LeBron likes him. All right, this is what we're going with. Or Kyrie likes him. This is what we're going with. Oh, Paul George like him. This is what we're going with. Oh, Hyperdunks. Hyperdunks used to be one of the best basketball shoes. You don't even hear people talking about those no more. The last couple pairs was awful. So, I mean,
Yeah, I think when they try to get the Nike Plus and the Hyperdunk, that actual Hyperdunk
yeah,
was
it's
pretty
just
good.
like
After that, it was all downhill.
it's just doing too much.
I agree with the rest. So like if Nike could just like specifically Nike basketball, because like right now, as far as like what's going on, like what would I change about the sneaker culture? I want like 2006 Jordan 5s, right? That lifestyle pack. That was amazing.
See, the reason why they wouldn't do that because that was like foot action exclusives. That's why.
But they're still super dope.
I mean, yeah, they could do it. It's just
right. They could do it. We spend all this money. Like sneakerheads spend a lot of money with Nike, like a lot of money. Can they cater to us just a little bit? Just a little bit. Like bring us back. But like as far as the culture goes, the sneaker culture in itself, I absolutely love it. All facets of it. I love the hype beasts that say they're a hype beast. As long as they're like, as long as the hype beast is just like, yeah, I just like it because the way it looks, fucking cool. Be that. If you don't like the history, don't try to preach to me about the history. Fine.
So my question to you is, how many times can they come out with these shoes and you just get tired of it?
Right. And that's kind of, and I was actually talking to Jazz about that. Like I don't really want any more 5s. I don't. I have 20 pair of 5s. I don't want any more 5s. I don't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, can I get something that's comparable? And that's why I'm switching over to LeBron. I'm trying to go back and buy all these LeBrons now because I want something different in my collection. Like I'm kind of sick of Jordan Brand. I love Jordan Brand, but I want something different to wear.
It's just getting repetitive. Like,
right. You hit a wall, bro. You hit a wall with Jordan Brand. At what point are you copping the same silhouettes?
That's the thing.
Same colorways coming out.
That's
like
the
let
thing,
me venture off something different. And I mean, that's why my Kobe collection, the ID collection, it grew the way that it did. It's because of the lack of creativity. That's what I would change. We need more talent to go behind the designs, and like you said, the focus is on the tech. It's not on
the consumers. And there's no stories behind these colorways, man. And it's so crazy because I really preach this to them that there's nothing. Like I remember LeBron's, they did the 3 City or LeBron 6s. Like they used to do red carpet 7s and Yankee this, Yankee that. Or they had like the all-star pairs meant something. Now it's just like, come on, man. Like it's not the same. It's like they had the Superman LeBron theme, Harvard Classic theme. But they don't do any of that. Classics. They don't even do any of that. Like Kobe, they had the Lord Marion.
Yes.
You feel me? Like that school's still around. Like why not do anything around that?
And stacking chips.
Come on. Like
I mean,
and the PEs could be introduced more so. Like how many PEs do we see that are dope and then we can't get our hands on ever? Unless,
and you know what it is.
Unless you want to pay $1,000 of dollars.
That's them catering to the athlete, though. The athlete, they're going to look out for the athletes more than the consumers.
But at the same time, I mean, the athlete isn't the athlete without the consumer, and I think they've gotten away.
Exactly.
But do we really want these PEs? I mean, we look at these shoes.
Shit, I do.
Want them. No, but you want it more. You want it more on the hype beast side of it. If those shoes were general releases that those guys were wearing, would you still want it, or do you want it more simply because there's only 5 or 6 pair out there?
I want it because it's dope.
I'm not about that.
The colorway.
I think it could be a mixture.
I actually think it's a little bit of both. I mean,
I think it could be a mixture.
We say that now, but if they were wearing, just like back in the days when Jordan was wearing them, he wore everything that you was able to go into the store and buy for the most part.
Yeah,
but
with me, like. I don't even really pay attention to it anymore. Like I see it, like if Jamal posts it, he'll repost. Yo, Kyrie, like I don't even really pay attention to it anymore, honestly. Or So Collector posted, and yeah, I mean, they came up with that idea once they knew they was gonna do that 31, and then they just made Russell wear it, and it was just like, all right, it's a P now, but it's coming out. All right, cool. Like that shoe was still on Dicks.com. I don't know if it's still there, but it was there. But everybody was excited for it.
So is there anything wrong with wanting a shoe that not everybody else has?
There's nothing wrong with that, but that's more of a reason why we want those PEs, because nobody has it. If most PEs released in GR numbers, we wouldn't buy them.
I just think it's more creativity.
There could be a mix. There could be
to the PEs.
Like, don't gotta be.
But I mean, we're getting spoiled. We're getting spoiled because I mean, you think about like years and years ago when you had to wait a month, 2 months, 3 months for a pair of shoes to drop, and now they're dropping every week. So we're starting to build that tolerance to want more and more and want different. If it had stayed the same way, we'd be like, oh, I wish we had it like we have it right now. That's the way I think. I mean, there's selection out there, and then with all the avenues we have to go out and get things, I mean, if you have the money, you can go out and get pretty much what you want. I mean, for the most part, there's with the exception of super limited things, but if you have the financial means to get it, you can get it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's most of the people though. Most of these guys, they got a lot of P's because they got money. Hey, I mean I ain't knocking it, but
yeah.
That doesn't take away how nice the shoe is, though. Like, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, that is all right."
For me, the only thing that I would change is the negativity within the culture and the fact that people always are, people are criticizing how people collect. Like, if you don't like how that person collects, then it's not really anybody's business. I mean, you just do what you do, and you gravitate towards the people that you connect with. I mean, that's my only.
And that's exactly. And that's kind of what I want to, that's kind of the direction I want to go in. I mean, back when I started collecting shoes and got into the sneaker culture, it was so much love for other sneakerheads. I mean, you could be walking through the mall or out somewhere in public, and you see somebody with a pair of J's on, y'all would look at each other, get that little head nod, and keep it moving. You don't see that no more. There's no love in it, like it used to be, waiting outside in line, chopping it up with people.
Everybody
went to the same thing. It's competitive.
Nah, but people ain't for the wrong reason.
But that's the thing. Like you see how
they get a paycheck.
You see how like the chat where who has the most Kyries, you or Maul, and it's just like I don't care about that. Like I don't care who has the most. That's my guy, and that's it. Like that's how I see it. Like I know he's big on collecting it, and I'm big on it. And that's it. Like I'm not saying that, yo, Jamal, I got more pairs than you. Like, he's not doing that. Like, that's for kids. Like, that's kids stuff where, I got more pairs of shoes than you. I got more this than you. I got more than that than you. I know.
So, and this is a really good segue because I want to save a lot of time for the number 8 point in our show tonight. So this is a good segue for my topic. Sorry, I don't mean to cut anybody off. Just trying to keep it moving. So what makes a dope collection dope, right? So I had this conversation, and like, so for me, I felt like, and for the person I was talking to, she's in the chat, Kixie Jixie Jazz. She said, a collection is a direct reflection of the person that you are looking at, And so for me, what makes a collection dope? Like I have 2 pair of Kyrie 2s, 3 pair of Kyrie 2s. But I really like the fact that Ma has this like expansive like collection. And I think that's one of the dopest collections ever is because of that like expansive collection. Like I think that is really fucking cool that like Marcus has these like, he has this book and he can pull out all these shoes that he has that matches these pictures from the book. I think that's what makes his collection dope is this. It's not just the amount, but like the versatility of it, And I think, you have these like super rare, super limited shoes and that makes your collection dope. Kev has all of the shoes, literally all of the shoes, and it's so cool to watch. As you know, like I didn't even know we had those. You know, like the Vapor Max. Like nobody on this panel has Vapor Max, but Kev. And his are ID, right? Yours are ID.
Yep.
And that's super fucking dope. So I think for me, what makes a dope collection dope is, does it speak to like that person? Like if you were to come in and look at my collection, you would like, I think it would be easy to figure out like what my favorite shoes are and like what gets me pumped up. And I feel like that's kind of how it works. So what makes a dope collection in your mind? You know,
let me just say real quick. To me, what makes a dope collection is when you put on them shoes every day and you feel good about what you're wearing. Mm-hmm. It could be one pair, it could be 100 pair. But if you feel good about the shoes that's on your feet and the way you look when you walk out the door, nothing else matters. That's a dope collection right there, no matter how many you got.
Exactly. So, but
I mean, I would say the same thing. I mean, if you're cool with what you got and you look at your shoes, I mean, and you light up. I mean, there's been times where, I mean, when I had to restart and I just had 4 pairs of nice shoes. I was just light up. I thought I had a little dope setup. And then, as I started getting more pairs, I mean, it just grew. But, I mean, I still was content with what I had. And I think that, if everybody, your collection is dope if you think it's dope. And if you're just trying to impress other people, then there's something else there. There's another reason that you're collecting.
That's the truth. You just got to buy what you like, man. I mean, for the most part, I just feel like buying what you like is very important and staying true to yourself and actually wearing your shoes, man. People see shoes and I paid X, Y, and Z. They don't want to wear them. Why? Right. Shoes are meant to be worn.
Why pay that money?
Exactly. Just to look at them? Like,
yes, that drives me crazy. It's like, listen, if I want something so bad that I'm dropping 3-4 times the retail price, you better believe they're gonna hit my feet like early.
And the thing is just like, I'm not saying wear them right away, but get to them soon. Like wear them, put them in the rotation soon. But you don't gotta once you buy them out the store, put them on your feet. You don't have to do that. You could, but you don't have to. But people just want to hold on to shoes. I've seen kids, I'm gonna hold these, and I'm going to hold these for a few years. And I'd be like, so what happened if your foot grows? Oh, I'll just resell them. So you really didn't like the shoe like that. You wanted to hold on to them just to sell them.
Now, I think that some of the shoes that, I mean, if you really like them and you buy multiples because you want to have a fresh pair down the road, like Concords, when they come out, I mean, you got to stock up because, who knows when you'll ever see another pair again and you want to keep them fresh. So, I mean, there's some shoes like ones, if I can get 2 pairs, one I'll just beat to death. And then I always have another pair if, I need to break them out.
Not us as adults. Our folks,
okay.
No more like kids.
Yeah.
And it'd be in these focus groups and I'll ask and I'm not going to wear these. I'll probably wear them 2-3 years from now. And they be like 14. Like, yo.
Oh, man.
There's no way that your foot should stay the same size. So I'm like, what happened if your foot grows? Oh, I'll sell it.
Yeah.
So you already had that mindset that you was going to sell them. Because your foot is not going to stay the same for 3 years, 3-4 years.
Real quick, because he about to leave out, I told my boy Meet the Press, he one of the usual suspects that's always in here. Today is his birthday. He turned 45 today, so I just want to give him a shout out. Happy birthday, Meet the Press.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
enjoy the rest of the evening, bro.
Right. So, for me, like I don't think everybody likes these shoes here. I don't know if this is like what everybody digs or not. I think that's really like neat and different, but like I like the fact that it's in my collection. I really, really do. And it makes me happy to see it. But there are sometimes like where I walk into people's collection, I'm like, whoa, this is a really dope collection. And it's because they have a lot of stuff like I don't get to see. Like player editions or college samples or whatever. I think that's really cool and different. So, I don't think it's necessarily like his collection is better than mine. It's just different and it's limited and it's hard to see those shoes. And I think that's neat. I think that's what makes it unique. You know, each collection in and of itself is unique, but you know what I'm saying. I think that's
dope.
cool.
It's dope to just be able to go outside of your collection and notice other people's and see where, basically just what you said. I mean, you can see what their style is, and you can see things that are outside of what you have. And I mean, it's crazy. I know some of these people that have like so many shoes, they forget they had them. And then you find that pair of shoes and it's just like, oh shit, I got these.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
There are shoes there's 2 pairs specifically that I'm going to be getting from Tmark within the next month or so. And I am so fucking excited about those pair. And like one of them's like has a different kind of tag, and I'm really fucking excited about it because I don't have any like that. I don't have any with that little special cool guy tag. And that's really exciting for me. Like that'll be like my first pair of like sample tag pair. Like, oh, that's neat, or whatever they are. Player. It's a different looking tag. That's what I'm saying. But it's really fucking cool. Now, is it a hypebeast thing? No. Is it a Yankees shoe? Yes. Am I a Braves fan? Yes. Do I kind of hate the Yankees? Undoubtedly. But the shoe is dope, and I really like it. And so, but there's what that shoe is really cool to me. So I'm excited about it. But and I think that's the main thing is and we were talking about that before we went into this particular part. Was there used to be this respect for collections amongst each other, and I think that's some of the best thing that I see within our panel, that we work with every day, and that we talk every day, and we may be the worst thing that's ever happened to each other's wallet. Legit, because Nike ID was the worst thing that's ever happened to your wallet, but I'm saying right, I didn't stop. But that's what I'm saying. I love the fact that there's this mutual respect for each person, individual's collection. I think that's but I will tell you that if there's this next shoe is in your collection, I'm going to look at you funny.
There's what?
So Marcus, go ahead.
Big Baller Brand.
Triple B, baby.
Yo, Mo, we copped 2 pairs each.
That's the big story this past weekend.
That was an accident.
Big Baller Brand. It's been all over ESPN and everywhere else. And I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts about how this all transpired. Do y'all agree with what they're doing? How do you feel about the Big Baller Brand?
Here's my thing. Bad.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, I respect what they're doing, but I just feel like they didn't get any offers from these other brands just because of his father. He's a talented kid. He's talented. He might go number 1, but he's definitely gonna be lottery. So Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, they want to grab people like that. But I'm almost for sure the way his father presented it was like he wanted full control. And you can't do that when you go to these big brands. They don't need you. Right. That's the thing. They don't need you. They don't need to collab with your brand. They don't have to. Nike's going to be all right if they don't collab with Triple B. Adidas is going to be all right. Under Armour is going to be all right. Puma, whatever. All these companies is going to be all right without collabing with you. So, I mean, I respect them going the independent route. I just don't respect his comments towards it. Oh, if you're not a big baller, these ain't for you. So what about the kids that are actually Lonzo Ball fans? What about those kids that can't afford that?
Right.
So you're just shooting them down? All right. Well, I guess I'm not a baller because I can't spend $500 on a pair of shoes.
Right.
They're horrible. The fucking shoe is horrible.
It's marketing though. It's smart marketing. If these shoes would have been $120, would we be talking about that this morning? I mean, this evening. No. Would it be on the news? Would it be in the papers? No. Nobody would care.
That's what
I think we'd be talking about it just because of how he's been acting. I mean, just for him to put out a shoe in general, I think that we would have been talking about it. But with him having that elevated price point, that makes it even more,
But there's they didn't explain the tech behind it. I don't know what type of material it is.
There is no tech
it's by surprise.
They said They said the
it could be a totally different shoe when they say
yeah, one
I don't
sample
know
pair.
anything about it.
Slapped a crazy price on it for the sticker shock just to get the people talking. It worked 100%. I'm with him. I get the vision, and he wants to take ownership of the brand. He doesn't want, to just give his kid to corporate at a cheap price. All right, that's fine. You can go that route, but you don't have to burn every single bridge that you cross in the process, because all you're doing is making things more difficult, for Lonzo as a pro, as a businessman, and the other ones, because there's no guarantee that those guys make it. You're just literally alienating yourself and putting yourself in a very bad position.
He's gonna see when he wants to produce more pairs. He's gonna see. Like these brands, like people sign with these brands because they take care of all that.
Right.
They don't gotta worry about production costs and having a designer team. Like they have all of that already.
Patents, don't gotta worry about attorneys when somebody,
exactly
tears their Achilles in a shoe because the technology that was quoted isn't actually implemented. So
now what would be smart for him if Lonzo and his dad reach out to the younger players in the NBA and have them wear on court.
Right, but
do that.
That would be smart. That's
have athletes under the Dodgers son.
Right.
Yeah,
right. That's the original Nike blueprint.
But I mean, what makes them different than like Peak? I mean, that's what's his name? Who even endorses Peak anymore?
Tony, right? Tony Parker was with Peak, if I'm not mistaken.
Parker. And then who's what's the Splash brother?
Isn't Clay Peak? Oh,
Clay.
Clay.
I think Clay.
That's something else.
But I mean, like, what's the?
I agree, but my thing is, no, isn't Della Vadova Peak? I think he's Peak. Yeah, he's Peak.
Oh, it's Peak. Clay is as Anta, A-N-T-A. Anta is Clay.
Clay Thompson.
But my thing is,
like
it's probably big over there, but he's the only person in the NBA wearing that. That I know of.
Yeah.
I don't like that they're setting a price point precedence of $500. I don't like it. That's from a purely sneakerhead point of view. It's not the anything in reference to like the tech that's in it, or the fact that it looks like they ripped off some Ultra Boost and threw a fucking Kobe on top of it and some UA shit in the insides. Like outside of that, they're setting a precedent for $500 shoes.
But they're doing that now, Dan, with the shoes that you buying for $400 when you buying those premiums. They're doing that now.
But those premiums are established. Those are Jordan 5s. We know what they are, and we know what the premium is.
They're putting those shoes out there to see if you're gonna bite, to see if you're gonna buy them. And each time that y'all sell out and buy out all of those $400 shoes, they're gonna up the price. Next year, the shoes we're paying $190 for, next year gonna be $220 because
they're still $190. They've already put up price points.
Okay, well, regardless, at some point those prices are gonna keep going up because you're paying $400 for a shoe that's called a premium right now, which is something that they should have been giving us when they came back with, what was they calling these last retros?
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but nobody shoe costs that much out the gate, though. Yeah. Like, we didn't even see this kid play basketball in the NBA yet.
Right, and he got toasted in the tournament.
He might be a flop.
But
I mean, the last game we seen him play, he had 10 points.
He got murked, bro. Fox took it to him.
I don't put it on his head because he's not the one.
No, I know that, but at the end of the day, he's going to be the primary athlete promoting that shoe. Yeah,
he's the one on the court,
True, but he's not the one saying anything. So, like, all the hate that the father's drumming up or whatever, I mean, at the end of the day, say he has a fight with his dad, then he can break off, and then people, I think, will talk to him if he is a decent player.
I think his dad put the fear in his heart years ago. He doesn't even talk. They ask him questions. Yeah, what my dad said. That's what he said. That's his comments. Yeah, what my dad said.
I'll Michael Jackson.
Blanket.
Yeah, what my dad said. Like, he's Like I think he put like that fear in their heart
Well, he's
early.
still a young kid. I mean, let's face it. He's what, 18, 19? He's a kid. So
but my thing is to come out the gate and he's not established. Like he said, he's not. I don't know what this kid is gonna do on court. He might be another Ben Simmons out the gate. I don't know. I mean, and then it's not even about how the shoe looks.
He said Joe Jackson 2.0.
It's not even about how the shoe looks. It's about the comments he's making. Oh, if you're not a baller, this shoe's not for you.
That's what I'm saying.
So
yeah, you alienate 90% of the population at that point.
I go back to what about these kids that's Lonzo Ball fans?
I'm not a Ball fan. Are you are you like?
Nah, I like the little brother.
Right. I'm saying it's the younger kids that like these brothers, right? And they can't get those shoes, and parents ain't gonna buy. Like I will tell you right now, I love my kids. My kids are 12 and 13, and their feet are still growing. You know, and so I'm not gonna spend $500. Like my daughter wants a pair of Yeezys super bad, but I'm like, I'm sorry, but nah, dog. Like it's not gonna happen. You know. Marcus, I'd like to see what you got up on your screen right now.
I just got the picture from this past weekend where they all sitting courtside.
And none of them wearing them.
And you got a dude with some Yeezys,
sure they got
2
one
J's.
set, that's it.
Yeah, but none of them is wearing them. You're not even wearing your own stuff.
Right. I guarantee you they got one sample pair, bro. One sample pair to market, and they just took it and ran. They didn't tweak it, table and say, how can we fix this? This is atrocious. They just said, all right, let's throw a price tag on it. Let's go.
But even still, if you only have samples or you don't have any pairs, you don't come out wearing the hottest, most talked about sneaker out there. You don't come out there in some J's. Come out there in some penny loafers or some Uggs or some shit like that. You don't step out in no J's.
So at the end of the day, these kids are still going to school. Like the little brother is still going to high school. He's going to wear what he wants.
Yep. I mean, can he even wear it? I mean, like, when does it become like?
Wear what he wants.
Kind of wants. Oh, man, when does that become kind of sketchy? Oh, I guess if it's your parents and
right,
they own
exactly.
the company,
it's your own brand, so it's not like you're being, signed or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't think he wouldn't get fined if he doesn't wear them.
Right, he's not going to lose.
Like, how does he not get him in trouble when he's trying to negotiate for the 3 brothers at that point?
Because he's pushing the brand. He's not pushing the player.
I think he owns the brand.
He owns the brand.
So that's how he's trying to get around.
Right. He wanted them to sign to basically license Big Baller brand. That was what he was bringing to the
so they could do
he wanted that.
He wanted like collaborations and
right.
Help, they can produce it. But it still would be Big Baller brand, then Nike,
right.
or then Adidas, then or Under Armour.
He's trying to get the Jordan,
right? And before they even came out with
it, like Jordan didn't have to work.
That ugly triple B.
Like Jordan didn't have to work for him being kind of separate from Jordan, Nike.
Yep.
Like Jordan had to work for that brand.
I mean he worked the Nike sign off of the shoe.
Yeah, like he had to work for that.
Let's see. I mean, and Glover makes a good point on here and in the chat. He's talking about how many dads are betting on their son's success like this.
A lot. We just don't see it.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's
just a whole lot.
All of them.
Most exactly.
Transparency through their kid.
Exactly.
They're not just not taking it to this level. They're playing the cards right. They're trying to schmooze and.
It just looks bad because he's in the media. That's it. That's why it looks bad. It looks really bad.
Go to any high school game where you got
a mic.
Stop sharing your screen, Marcus.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, go to any hold on. Go to any high school game that's got all Americans playing, and you'll see it. I mean, it's hold on, my computer's acting crazy.
It weirded me out.
It's a picture.
There was so many Kevs in that thing. It was weird. You were saying.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, most parents are. Go to any high school game, any All-American high school game, and just watch the parents and watch the way things, the way they react and things like that. Most parents are. I mean, if you had a kid that was a top-ranked athlete, the first thing you're gonna think about, man, college, NBA, what have you. We all gonna do it. We all gonna. Right. So I mean, we can criticize.
he setting him up for success by owning his own business, right? Or is he setting him up for failure by not allowing him to grow under a brand deal with one of these more established brands?
I mean, every athlete doesn't grow under brands, like
right.
So I mean, I just think it's gonna be one of them things that it's gonna have to happen, and then hopefully his dad, if they fall, his dad is gonna let him do what he wants.
Right. So, to that point, Tmark, a lot of times you get signed as an athlete and you wear a hyper dunk or a super fly with Jordan. You don't actually get your
you don't get that sig.
Yeah, it took Kyrie a couple years before he got that signature shoe, and he was the first one in a long time. And so, I mean, Zoe could have signed and rocked just Nikes, random Nikes, and never ever actually had his own shoe. So I do get it from that standpoint. Leverage.
See what the thing is, though, Mo, like when they sign these athletes, they don't want you just wearing regular Nikes, though. They want you promoting the hyper dunks and the hyper revs.
Right. What they're trying to push out.
Exactly. Because that's the same thing with Kimba. Like Kimba, he's Jordan, but
it's what they want the teams to wear because they're pushing that out to the AAU teams, to the high school teams, to the college teams.
Exactly.
They want to make that popular and get those sales on that up. You're not getting.
You don't need help. You don't need help selling certain shoes. You just don't.
No, you
don't sell.
But that's like the same thing when you get your Nike contract. Yeah, you want Jordans and all that stuff, but you're gonna have to get these other, lower tier items and stock your shelves with that and try to do your best. You can't just,
You got to work your way up.
Joe Johnson's he's been Jordan brand for a very long time, and he still wears the BS stuff. Like, there's no way around it. The only people that
the trade off is every night you get PEs here and there, and
Exactly.
But that's the thing. But like, why does this kid not have to earn his bones, earn his stripes? You know what I mean?
Who said he didn't?
He's going independent. That's why.
His dad wants to go independent. His dad has the resources to
get
his own shoe. You got a vision. I mean, it could work. It's going to work or it's not going to work. Simple.
So do y'all? I mean, let's just panel it. I mean, do y'all think it's going to work? I mean, just based off of what you know right now.
If he keeps that price point, that same price, it's not going to work. But if that was just
street knowledge and street smarts, if you're coming in brand new, you gotta undercut everybody else. You gotta come in with a better quality at a lower price. That's the only way you knock those big guys out.
So we're gonna give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down to the panel so we can start moving toward the end. Kev, start off with you and your thumbs up and your final thoughts on Big Baller Brand.
I'm gonna go with a thumbs down. I don't think that. I mean, even if he's a decent player, I don't think that he's gonna be. I don't think that he's going to be what other signature athletes are going to be.
He's not going anywhere and changing any franchise right away.
Yep,
no,
exactly.
Definitely not. He plays like Kevin Martin.
All right, so
Maul, if I had another thumb, I'd give it the triple thumbs down.
I wish I had two more hands.
I wish I had more hands.
It's business. It's bad marketing. It's disrespectful to, a whole lot of people. It's condescending. I can go on and on, bro. It's just not good. I don't believe in it.
OG?
I'm gonna give it a sideways thumbs because I'm looking at it from a different perspective from everybody else. It's not about the shoes. It's about bringing the attention to his kid. It's not about the shoes. So it's about
more hype.
It's a smart marketing in the way that it may be bringing negative attention, but any attention is good attention.
Yeah, that's true.
Regardless whether it's bad or good, you're getting the attention from the networks. This dude has been on ESPN every day.
But it only works if he has follow through. Because if he doesn't have any follow through, then it's
you get a short term check. Your kid flops, and then either
the kid is going to be good or he's going to be bad. But it's a story that we'll hear about, for a long time, and it's something we'll look back on.
The kid can't be good. He can't be good. He can't just be good. He's got to be iconic. He's got to be LeBron right out the gate, and he's not that.
He doesn't have to be that.
But he does, though. The way his father set him up for failure like that.
He doesn't have to be, and nobody's expecting him to be LeBron. Nobody is expecting his kid to be that great.
I just think it's great that you just said LeBron is great.
He won't be Kevin Martin at best. But
he's
Kevin Martin's a Jordan.
He's a pass first guard.
Kevin Martin was good though.
Yeah, he's a Jordan athlete.
Yeah, Kevin Martin.
He's a pass first guard.
Yes.
He's not coming in and really doing anything.
You know what he'll be? He'll be in the league, and we'll still be sitting here doing this show every Monday.
That's all well and good.
I mean, my thing is, he's definitely going to be in the league. It's just, what is he going to do in the league?
Right. Listen, a lot of people get to the league. It's not about getting there. It's about staying there.
So, Terrell, what's your thumbs up, thumbs down on our thumbs and sideways for the?
I mean, the publicity part was great. I mean, I'm gonna give it a sideways as well because maybe he just did this price point just to get all of this publicity, and then maybe the price point might go down. If it goes down cheaper, it might work.
Yeah, but then what does that say to all the people who pre-ordered? Like you just paid.
I mean, no, I'm just saying it might be another pair after that. That might be the premium pair, right? I don't even know.
I'd rock with that.
Yeah, that might be the premium pair, but they might do the pair that's cheaper, where, and then maybe, hopefully, his dad is probably trying to recruit athletes in the league.
Yeah, but
the more athletes that wear them,
right.
That's good, but he's also pissing everybody off. So who wants to, do business with somebody like that?
I mean, he's pissing the media off in corporate.
No, the media loves him. The media absolutely loves him.
They bring him there.
Like Donald Trump love him. They don't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they bring
him.
This guy a mic, and we've got
they're really laughing at him. They're not laughing with him. They're laughing.
No, absolutely, but they love it because it's ratings, and that's all they are. They're vultures for that.
I mean,
it's.
I don't think he's coming at athletes in that type of way. Like athletes in the league, right? Like the younger players, like people that his son might have played with, or he might have seen go through that same type of situation as his son in college and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think any of the older guys is gonna wear it. Older guys are gonna look at him like, listen, nah, I don't respect what you're doing. But the younger guys might. I don't know, but I'm going to say sideways because I'm hoping the price goes down, and then maybe the kids that actually are Lonzo Ball fans.
Ways to go about this. Mike Conley Sr., that's a smart dad.
Yeah, of course.
That's a business dad.
Yeah.
So for me, this is a thumbs down. Like the way the execution, like, I mean, like, granted that what is it? No advertising is bad advertising or whatever.
Supposedly.
But what I feel like what they're setting him up for, what they're setting Lonzo up for is ultimate. Like if he doesn't come like all these other guys, they're gonna be gunning for him. In the NBA, he grew up in a league that grew up with high offense and low defense, and and the NBA doesn't translate well to the NBA. Like there's a whole lot more than what his dad is really, I think, doing. I think there's more setting him up for failure. But there's a positive side where
he's putting the bulls on his back.
Right, exactly.
I think his son is going to be able to bounce back from that.
So for me, it's a thumbs down. Thumbs down.
What makes you feel that the other players are going to be gunning for him though? That's off the rip though, because you're a rookie.
Tournament, dude.
That's gonna happen just because he's a rookie. But then you gotta think, like somebody like LeBron, like you spoke about him and his children. LeBron got offended by that. So when he does play him, best believe his father's gonna be front row or wherever he's at in the arena.
LeBron is looking to come off one and throw it down on Zoe and stare at LeVar.
Yeah. I mean, of course, he's gonna dunk on him.
And then Stephen Curry. Oh yeah, you think because you said your son is gonna be better than Steph? Oh yeah. And then Lonzo say, "Yeah, I mean, what my dad said." That's all his answers. Yeah.
I mean, but that's what you're supposed to say. If my kid was a baller, we all raise our kids to think they're the best. You know what I'm saying? Now, the way he going about it, I don't agree with it. But at the same time, we all want our kids to be the best. And then we all want to feel like we're the best. I'm not going to do anything and say I'm not the best at it.
I think he's trying
You
to
don't
live
have
his
to say
life.
that I'm the best.
He's still trying to live his life through his son because his career wasn't good.
I agree with that.
His career wasn't good. His son's is better. So he's trying to live that. He's trying to live his life through him.
Yep, I agree.
You gotta let him live, bro. You gotta let him be able to let go of the hand and be able to cross the street by himself.
He's got to walk on his own.
I've never seen him have an interview without his dad. That's how crazy it is. You got to be able to let him do it on his own. Like, who's going to be his agent having to deal with his dad?
His dad.
His dad's going to be the agent. That's the issue. But see, that's why I got a lot of respect for the comedy.
So it's like his dad's going to give him allowance? Like, what is his dad's going to be like do?
Gary Coleman's parents.
Yeah, like his dad is going to give him allowance. Oh, yeah. You made this was your first check. I'm gonna give you 5% of it.
LeVar's dumb.
All right, so
he could have went the Mike Conley Senior route.
All right, so the general consensus on Big Baller Brand is the thumbs down. The thumb is down, and we have hit the second hour. So, OG, if you would kindly.
Well, first, anybody got any shout outs?
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I got you. Well, first, I want to shout out everybody who reposted anything about the show. I did write down a few of them. I'm gonna bust them out real quick. Lace Differently, The Soul Firm, Mark Kicks, the Sneaker Files podcast, and make sure you check them out on YouTube and all the other podcast avenues. Sneaker Box podcast. Catch them on Sunday at 7:00. African Caesar, Jumpman, Bossa Guru, all of them. Unbox app, Mike Ogden sitting here, one of the usual suspects. Arrow 76, Ben, and OG Sneakers and Soul Food Sneaker Talk with Beer Jedi and Dabs. You can catch them on Wednesday at 8:00, and they have their own YouTube channel now, so you can catch them there. But everybody else in the chat, thank you for joining us, and that's what I got.
All right, Mom.
Let's see. Well, first and foremost, always got to thank the chat. There's no show without them. The usual suspects. We appreciate you tagging along. Appreciate you sticking around as we got through some of these technical difficulties. Definitely want to shout out Tmark for coming and chopping it up with us. We definitely appreciate that, big homie.
Appreciate
shout out to no, all jokes aside, shout out don't mess me up. I wanted to shout out my brother who definitely looked me out while we were in Cali. He picked up all my kicks. So big up to him. And that's it on short notice.
All right, Tmark, you got anybody to shout out anything?
I just want to shout out everybody in the chat. I really do appreciate y'all for joining us. I want to shout out everybody on the panel for having me. Really do appreciate it. Definitely would want to do this again as well. Definitely a dope show. I try to follow the show when I can. If I miss it, I'll just go back to the link and watch it as well. So definitely appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so for me, my shout out is, as usual, Rejuvenator. Make sure you're using. So Monday Midsole has its own product code now. So use Monday Midsole as a product code to get 10% off your entire purchase with Rejuvenator. Additionally, also go check out the Sneaker Shields. Thank you. Check out Sneaker Shields.
I couldn't spell that either.
Keep those shoes crease free, especially those like 2EM joints like this pair. See, so whoever had these, because I bought these used, whoever had these before, they did not use Sneaker Shields. But I will definitely be using Sneaker Shields on these jokers. And shout out to Unseen Talent, who was definitely shouting us out in the Butter Movement Live and telling people to come check out the show. So shout out to him. And with that, Marcus, I turn it back to you.
All right. Well, I want to shout out my crew, my brothers, for always being there, supporting me and having my back, Got much love for you guys. Y'all always there for me, so I appreciate you guys. Tmark, I appreciate you for coming on the show, man. You were great today.
Appreciate you, man.
Hopefully you come back again at some point.
For sure.
I want to also a special shout out to Miss Evans and Miss Jenkins. I didn't see Miss Jenkins in the chat tonight, but I'm gonna give her a shout out anyway. You know, last week, y'all know I'm passionate when I speak. That's just how I am. I'm very passionate, and sometimes it may not come across that way. It may come out in an angry way or whatever. And I'm never that type of person. I try not to be. I can be petty. I can be an asshole, but I try not to be angry. You know, so I definitely want to apologize to those two ladies. They know I got nothing but love for them, you know, and it's always going to be that way. So just take me for who I am, because I'm not the bad dude. You know, I'm very passionate when I speak, and you know, it's just the way I come out. And, you know, last shout out to the family for coming in and talking with us again and chatting and watching us. You know, our usual suspects. We got much love for y'all, and we got many more things coming and in line for you guys. So just keep watching and paying attention, because we got a lot of big stuff coming up. So with that being said, peace. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.